Hello, YouTube. I wanted to do a little performance comparison between these two computers. I've actually been fortunate enough to own two very powerful laptops. On the left is the Lenovo Legion 7, and it's pretty much maxed out with the AMD Ryzen 5900X CPU, along with the NVIDIA GeForce 3080, and that's with 32 gigs of RAM. Uh, so yeah, it's a great machine. Uh, it's everything. It's got everything I want in a Windows machine. As far as like a 16 by 10 monitor or display, which because I do use this for gaming, but not only that, I also use it for productivity. So I like that this can be done used for more than just gaming. The 16 by 10 screen is great for Excel sheets and emails, because I also do accounting on it. So also the numeric keypad is something I really want. I know a lot of people criticize numeric keypads on gaming laptops, but I'm one of them that does enjoy it, because I can use this for more than just gaming, especially since they cost so much. It's great that they can be used for other stuff. So it pretty much has everything I would want in a computer. Except the battery life is not that great, as expected. Again, that's totally expected, right? All right, so there's that. Then I also have the 2021 16-inch MacBook Pro. So yeah, I just recently purchased this one. This is my second Mac. I've always been a critic of Mac computers. I've never liked them in the past. I thought they were overpriced and too limited. Uh, yeah, and then I started hearing the buzz about the M1 chip. So I actually purchased the 2020 MacBook Pro 13-inch, and yeah, I was totally amazed by it. There are limitations as far as for my needs. For the one is like I can't do any accounting on it. The program that I use, it's very specific for church accounting. Only runs on Windows. And I know you can do something about parallels and all that, but I didn't want to deal with all that. It seemed like too much of a pain. Even still, I wasn't even sure if it was going to run on an ARM-based version of Windows. So, I just it doesn't work for accounting. Macs don't have numeric keypads. That's another thing, which I like, but they don't have it. So, yeah, those are the drawbacks. But that MacBook Pro, the 13-inch, I was amazed with the M1 as far as the battery life and the performance. I could not believe it. You can get like almost 20 hours of battery life. Probably maybe real world, maybe like for me like 15 to 16 hours. That was amazing. But then the performance. If other Windows laptops I could have, if I were running on battery, you would notice it was slower. It was noticeable, and you accepted it, right? Running on battery, saving battery, it's going to be a little slower. But not that MacBook M1. It just seemed to perform the same as whether it was plugged in or not. So I was blown away by it. And even though it can't do everything, what it can do, it does it very well. And so when this next MacBook came out with the M1 Pro and M1 Max, I decided to buy it. So I sold my MacBook Pro 13-inch on eBay, and I purchased this, in my case, from Best Buy. So this isn't maxed out. Battery life is a big deal for me. So I ended up getting the, which would be like, I guess it would be like the base version of the 16-inch. Except I did upgrade the SSD or the storage to 1 terabyte. So this has the M1 Pro, and with I can't remember any cores, but I'm sure you guys know the cores on that. But it's the M1 Pro, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte storage. So and yeah, and it's been great. Amazing battery life, even better than the 13-inch MacBook Pro. Beautiful screen. The sound, the speakers, I know you hear this a lot on YouTube, but I've just never heard speakers as great as this. It's just the bass and all that. It's just amazing. It's just an amazing laptop for all sorts of stuff. Even if it's just like watching videos on YouTube. Now that sounds like a waste of money for something that's so expensive, but it does it amazingly. Great sound, the battery life. So yeah, you can definitely watch videos all day on it. But then also productivity. So as you can see here, I have DaVinci Resolve on it, and it does an amazing job. We'll see how amazing though with this test. All right, so I've been rambling a lot, but yeah, ultimately what I have here is I have both of them are running DaVinci Resolve. I'm slowly getting into video editing. I've never used Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro, so I've heard that DaVinci Resolve, if you're starting fresh and know nothing, it's good to just get into DaVinci Resolve because for one, it's free. You know, I'm running the free version of both of these. All right. Anyways, so I have this clip. It's the same clip ready to be rendered on both machines. It's some clip I did about Jiffy Pop. I actually found some Jiffy Pop in a store, and it's been a long time since I've done that since I was a kid. So I wanted to share that experience with my children, and I made a video on it, and now I'm ready to edit that. So okay, so let's just kick it off and see how these two compare. Now, first of all, the Legion 7, I do have it set to performance mode, and what else did I do? Performance mode, a disabled hybrid mode, or Optimus. I don't know if that's going to help, but I heard that's what you want to get the most of it. You disable that. Another thing is, because this does generate a lot of heat and all that, I do have it propped up on these little those little stands. They're pretty cool. I got it from Amazon, just for better airflow. So I'm trying to help it out as much as I can as far as airflow, so it doesn't throttle. But this is a great machine. I've done it for gaming, and it runs pretty cool. It's just amazing. I love it. All right, and then same clip is also over here on the MacBook Pro. All right, so let me. I haven't added this to the render queue. Let me do that right now. All right, I think we're good to go. Let me try again. Run the render queue. All right. Timeline. Just making sure they're both ready to go. I don't have a tripod, so I'm gonna have to put my camera down, click on both at the same time. Let me just get the mouse pointers ready. Then I'll pick them back up again. Here, let me get them a little closer too. All right, here we go. Putting down the camera. All right, had some hiccups, but okay, here we go. Try to kick them off at the same time. This isn't very scientific. I was getting a prompt on the Windows one where it wanted to know if I wanted to replace a previous rendering. So here we go, man. The MacBook is fairly ahead. So here's the Windows computer so far, 24%. The Mac is at 37%. You can sort of hear the fans. Here's the temperature on the Legion. Don't have really a temperature monitor on the MacBook. Doesn't seem to be necessary. I've never been able to get the MacBook to even fans to kick off anyways, so it doesn't seem to be necessary to monitor temperatures. Well, I haven't gotten that far into that stuff. But yeah, the Mac's, wow, that's just crazy. I'm just, wow. I can't believe it. I thought they'd be more neck and neck. Honestly, I was expecting the MacBook to be like just a little behind the Legion, which I would have been impressed because of the battery life and everything that it offers. But it's just destroying the Legion. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, here we go. 97%, 99%. Meanwhile, the Windows computer, 68%. And we'll get a reading here at the end. Here you can see that they completed a 1 minute and 22 seconds. So now we're just waiting on the Legion. So yeah, temperatures are at 71%. I mean 71 degrees Celsius. I don't think it's throttling, right? I mean the temperatures are cool, so to speak. It's not nowhere near 100. So this is performing as well as it can, as far as I know. There you go, completed 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And the MacBook, 1 minute and 22 seconds. That is amazing. I mean, I know the MacBook is, the M1 Pro is amazing, but I didn't think it was this amazing. I just can't believe it. This is like I said, the highest AMD I could get, which is the 5900 HX and GeForce 3080, and yeah. This is, wow. I'm speechless. Again, not hating on the Legion. What the Legion does is awesome. As far as I said, productivity, gaming, it can do it. The MacBook, not quite. So but wow, just wow. Okay, I think I'm going to stop rambling here. Just kind of don't know what else to say. But this is my little comparison, and just wow, just amazing. Definitely, just amazing. All right.